Hello, hello, everyone, and welcome to another podcast. Let us agree to disagree. I have a few topics on today, and I just want to get right into them. I thank you for joining me, and as I always say, please share. We have to start this discussion. We're not starting this discussion, and as you look, we're going in the same circle, y'all. We're going in the same circle. We're back here again. It's time to vote for the liars. It's time to, It's time to take the lesser of two evils. It's time to, do what we always doing, wear our little button and say that we made a difference. I know how to change this situation. I'm going to vote. And still complaining about the same thing. We have, hold on a minute. When I say we're complaining about the same thing, we can go from when I'm 51, when I first started noticing, politics and everything like that. And I grew up with Reaganomics. So, and I think I said this last week, or the week before, I said, this is Reaganomics, and it's 2022, and he was a Republican, and this is under a Democrat. When I talk about stuff like this, let me make sure that I'm clear. Every so many years, we put in a Democrat. Ever so many years, we put in a Republican. Ever so many years, we put in a Democrat. Ever so many years, we put in a Republican. And you're thinking there's going to be order? You're thinking that this is supposed to work out? That doesn't make sense. As soon as the orange one went out, Biden changed a whole lot of stuff that he had in position. So what you think that did? It's the same thing when the orange one changed stuff that Obama had in position. What do you think it did? Well, we didn't see nothing like this under the orange one, did we? Strange. I know everybody's fooled. Oh, the pandemic. We have to stop doing the same thing, y'all, because we're going to get the same results. It's the same results. Whoever you get ready to put in has to do the law. Now, the Republicans getting rid of these hardcore Trump supporters and acting like, oh, we can't keep them. I think that was what Mitch McConnell. He said that. He said they're going to mess things up for us and all this other stuff, and we got to stop. So far we have the dude in the wheelchair down here, Cawthorn. I mean, he was a dummy anyway, and they're getting him out of there. Taylor Greene from Atlanta, they're getting her out of there. There's so many other names because they're if they would be quiet, they would keep them. But they won't be quiet. See, because McConnell and all them other ones are still Trump supporters. They're just more quiet. You see what I'm saying? Now, the Florida governor and everything, they're more, outright. Oh, I support him. I believe everything he's doing. All, no problem with Russia or whatever the case may be. He's a genius, calling, Putin a genius or whatever the case may be. He's a dictator. He's not a president. He's a dictator. There's a difference. What am I supposed to expect from a dictator? They kill people. They take over. That's what they do. So them getting rid of, the hardcore Trump supporters, I'm not fooled. And I hope you're not either. Here in Durham, North Carolina, a man that was spent 20 years, or maybe more, in jail and was not guilty the whole time. They said that they gave him so many millions of dollars. He won in his favor in court so many millions of dollars because, as you know, as being a black man, you can't, even if you are found not guilty, they're going to, how they people won't hire you. What even if you cleared and everything else, and that's just pitiful. But that's the way we treat it. And the city council just votes and says, you know what? Now we're not going to give it to him. Next business. So now he has a child, a young child to take care of, trying to get his life together. And these people won't even give him the millions that they're supposed to give him. There's no excuse. I mean, there's no reason. They're not talking to anybody. They're not saying anything. And guess what's going to happen, y'all? He's going to have to keep going to court, and they're going to keep it in litigation, and he's not a young man. So more than likely, he might die. And that's their plan of him trying to get this money. Because they're going to keep it in arbitration. They're going to keep trying to deny it. They're going to keep appealing it every time. Everybody, I'm telling you, these people are the worst. And these are the people that you're going to put into position. Because we're working on local government. We're not working on, right now, we're not working on, federal. We're working on local and state. So the people that you're getting ready to put in there now are the pieces of trash that's going to make sure that, your taxes stay high and lie to you. And if you do go to them or talk to them, they're going to say, no, I don't really care. I'm going to do what I'm going to do. But I put you in there. Shut up. I'm your congressman now. I'm your senator. See what I mean when I say when we take care of ourselves, we don't have to worry about them? They can do whatever they want to do. You don't stop them anyway. Where in our regular minds did we figure out or miss this gray area of, if I don't vote, they're going to do what they want to do? Aren't they doing that anyway? Now, this can't just be me. So you mean to tell me that you really believe that you went down and you stopped them from doing something? I mean, do we need to have a meeting and this be broken down? Because, we fight each other as it is anyway, but that's just a common sense type situation. You can't tell me that I'm stopping when I go down to vote. Now, I understand what you're saying. Y'all are saying, hold up, wait a minute. So then why do they keep trying to suppress us? Why do they keep trying? That's where the indoctrination comes in, y'all. They are making you believe that you make the difference. That's why they're stopping you. That's why you're fighting. Because do you know when you fight to get down there, you still lose? No matter who you put in there, you still lose. Nobody has put that together yet. But that's what I'm talking about when we talk about city council, because city council are the ones that denied and said, no, we're not going to pay them. Move on. And everybody votes to put them in, don't they? This conversation about reparations. This is getting very old. It's never going to happen. All my hopeful people, as you've been doing for government all these years, just please continue to pray. When it comes to this reparations, it really burns me when they say, okay, let's go get it. And they say, wait a minute, slow down now. We have other things that we're going to do, but we're not going to give you money. And every other race has had reparations except for black people. But everybody else deserved it though, didn't they? I'm just tired of them saying, We're doing reparations. We're just going to do something different. We're going to make you go through something. Oh, going through something before wasn't enough. We got to continue to go through. We don't want to put any money in your pockets because you're already making us a lot of money anyway. We're making trillions off of black people every year. And that's not talking about the little bit of pennies we bringing home. They are making trillions of dollars off of us, and we can't even get together because we're too busy bling blow and losing our young people, and there's nobody telling them, hey, stop doing this and let's get together. And that doesn't mean that they're going to do it at first. That's real talk. They got to see something done. That's why I said I'm not walking in the street. I'm not going to sit here and carry a sign. For what? Every time they do that, they don't change their minds. They just say, oh, you have the right. You should be able to do that. Please go say what you, and then take your ass back home. And shut the hell up. Right? That's what they say. They say, take your ass back home and shut the hell up. That's what they do. Oh, you have a right, just like the vote. It's a right. That's it. Stops right there. Doesn't make a difference. Doesn't do anything. It's just a right. These political ads are lying. I was looking at the news one night, and they sit right there, and they had a college professor and said that these ads are actually lying. They know that the lying politicians are lying about the promises and about their opponents. And guess what they said? There's nothing we can do about it. There's something in there where they can do this. They have a right to get up there and lie and talk junk and, do whatever and smear their name and whatever the case may be. And whether they're telling the truth or not, they can do it. And what we do, oh, I never knew that. Oh my God, wow. And then they come back and say, that wasn't me, I didn't do that, or whatever the case. And then, now we're playing social media games. Now, you remember they've been doing that since way back. They actually sit there and you know what? Now they just show them like crazy. And now we know they're lying. Ain't that something? And they know they're lying. Now we know they're lying. And guess what? People are still going to go vote for them. No way. Steve Smith off of ESPN. Stephen A. Smith. It's something. I think he got me when he talked about the Will Smith situation. When he said something about that, I said, now, that doesn't sound like a guy that's just, like on ESPN, he's saying whatever. He really sounded like, you know what I'm saying? He should have presented himself better. He should have done this or he should have done that. And I'm listening to him and I'm like, he was sounding like those are his friends that were sitting in there. He's embarrassed by this. What? The way this man talks? What he do? And I couldn't believe. I was like, wow. This dude sounds like, he's in for the Oscars. There, you're supposed to act right. You're supposed to do right. There's certain things you can't do there. And I was like, wow. So then I started getting a dislike when he started talking about the Kaepernick situation. What I don't like is this, and I will be honest with y'all. Don't talk good and then start talking like the enemy later on. Because he said on an interview, he said, yes, Kaepernick was done wrong. Yes, he should have got a shot. I did say personally that he should not have left. You know what I'm saying? He should not have been let go, blah, blah, blah. Then he went and sounded like them. He said that Kaepernick did not use his opportunity. Now, I know what he's talking about. He was talking about when they did a scheduled workout and then they changed it at the last second. And he ran around and Steve Smith went with them. He didn't go with Kaepernick on that. He never said nothing about that. He said that Kaepernick didn't use, and I was just like, you know what? You getting ready to get canceled, dog. You getting ready to be with Michael Vick, Jim Brown, and some other ones. Dak Prescott, all them. You, bruh, keep going. Keep going. You're going to get canceled, dog. And that's real talk. That's real talk. Now, I don't mind when you talking about the sports and everything and stuff like that, but he's starting to contradict. He's starting to act like, okay, I'm going to tell you the truth. No, now you're watering it down, dog. Because they're going to keep you under control. You just like anybody else. What was it? Snoop Dogg, man. Snoop Dogg was talking about how he took all Death Row stuff off of he took Death Row off music off all the streamings because the artists don't get paid. They get all the money. I guess whoever that's Interscope, I think, with Death Row, they getting the money. So since he owns it, he took it off and said he's going to make an app, and everybody that's going to, want to listen to Death Row music, and when they play it, the artists will get paid. You see what I'm talking about? I said, see, I like this dude. I'm telling you, he is innovative because guess what? That's how they treat us. Oh, we love all this good music you're putting out, but we don't really want to pay you anything. And it's crazy, man, that I didn't know. And I thought that it was done and over with. But, they still have those 90 contracts, even in 2022. They still have these 90s contracts in 2022. Where they get in advance and they get screwed out their money, then they don't sell, then they got to pay it back. And wow, I said, no way. So I see now why they tell everybody to go independent when they come out. I see why. Because that's crazy. When he broke down how much they get paid when their music is played on Spotify and Amazon or iTunes, whatever the case may be, whatever streaming service you use. That's crazy, right? Black people need to stop depending on the Democratic Party to save them. All they can do is pray. Dwight, what do you mean? Well, remember this past, I don't know, it was Thursday or Friday, the dictator in Florida, DeSantis, went in and blocked a very powerful black political region in Florida. Something was going down. The Democrats started, they started acting up, sitting in the middle of the floor, doing this, doing that, whatever, acting up. They ran up and, turn the cameras off, kick people out. This session's closed, whatever the case may be. They played the prayer. No, they didn't pray. I'm sorry. I was reading this and they said the prayer. They said a prayer, y'all. I mean, that was a church prayer. And then DeSantis came in and got the people to block out this black region in Florida that had good political, power. Now, I'm saying this when I say we black people need to stop depending on the Democratic Party because guess what? There was nothing they could do. There was nothing they could do. They don't have no power anywhere. Texas, here in North Carolina, Florida. No power at all. Can't do anything. Have no say-so. Because they're Republican states. The Democrats can own them. If they want to do something, guess what? They got to go to the Republicans to get it done. And if the Republicans say, no, I don't want to do it, hey, I see it all the time. Cooper here, Governor Cooper, Republican, Republican state. Cooper, some stuff Cooper can do, some stuff he can't. He got to get that permission. They don't get the permission, guess what? He asks, we get into elementary school politics. And then if they want something, then he'll block them, and then they'll block him, and then here we go. High school politics. That's what Russ said. He said rap is high school politics. That's what government is. It's high school politics. It makes no sense. You know what I'm saying? You got business to do, and because of your political affiliation, you don't do this or you don't do that. Now that's what kills me of the people that love to be on the winning team. And the winning team is the Republicans. And they love being on the winning team, boy. And they're just like, yeah. And the only way you winning is if you have a business and they're protecting you. You don't have, if you're a person that just go to work, you have no business being a Republican. Because that does nothing for you. Not a thing. And that's real talk. And that does nothing for you except you're just going to work every day and saying, oh, I support him. And it does nothing for you. Like I said, unless you have business, because remember, that's what the Republicans always say, let's cut taxes for businesses. Every time they get together for something, they make a move. Hey, soon as the pandemic was over here, and well, not over, but it was slowed down, first thing came out of their mouths. Hey, everything slowed down, we're getting ready to open back up. Let's cut taxes for businesses. I said, oh my God, I've been here for 20-some years now. And that's all they want to do. And I'm like, boy, I'm telling you. And they talking about they paying taxes. I'm like, I don't know how. Because they're always cutting your taxes on businesses. You really shouldn't be paying anything. Black people need to stop depending on the Democrats. They have been lying to you. They have been doing church with you. They have been making you believe that God's going to do it one day. And they are the weakest. They're the weakest link. They are. They're the weakest link. I mean, to pray that prayer and then for that to still happen and then saying, well, I guess it just wasn't God's time. Come on, man. Y'all are killing me. And then something else with that I call him a dictator in Florida. Disney didn't like the Don't Say Gay bill or whatever that really is, whatever they, and it didn't seem like they didn't, if I'm reading right, it never said that we are going to stop you, we are going to destroy you, we're going to give you problems just because they outwardly said we don't support it or we not in favor of it. He took that status that they had since way back. I think it's either a tax exempt status or something in Florida where they take care of themselves. They govern themselves in these certain districts. And he said, you know what? I'm going to take that from y'all because I want you to be, I rule you. That's a dictator. They didn't say, they never said, you know what I'm saying? We're going to fight you or whatever the case may be. Because come on, we're talking about money. So remember, the people he just did that to, those weren't poor black people. They weren't black people. Those were Republicans he just did that to. Because if you can govern yourself, in these districts, I'm pretty sure, there's not too many, maybe a few in there living in those communities, and took it, and he just passed it, and it happened. Just because they said, we don't support it. We don't like it. That's a dictator. And then I saw he might be running for president. Yeah. Why? Because he's going to be a fake Trump? Yeah, punk. Boy, I'll tell you. And something last I want to talk to y'all about, man, and this is getting so old. They talk about these lawsuits where the company, now for me, it was Blue Cross Blue Shield. Blue Cross Blue Shield, I remember some years ago, it was like we couldn't get nothing else. It was like we were stuck with them. There was no Aetna, there was no, this or another. It was just like they were the only option. And come to hold, found out that was against the law. So they charged up. They did that for quite a few years. So they got us for some G's. So, they hit me up and say, oh, Mr. Kirk, you were with your company plan or whatever the case may be. And, and I haven't seen anything. They still holding up playing games. But you know that they only offer you like $10, $11, maybe $12. And they took thousands of dollars from you? Because the lawyers have to do whatever, and then, the money has to be, no. Y'all, if they send you something, just let it go. Because you are not going to get back what you lost. So, whatever you lost, that's it. Because I'm telling you, if they took you for thousands, they only going to give you like $10, $11, $12. Because so many people have put in, nope. Hey, you got me for $2,000, $3,000. I want my $2,000, $3,000 back. Give the lawyer $1,000 if I got $3, and give me my $2,000. But don't tell me that you're gonna give me $10, $11, $12. I don't know what that's gonna be, but somebody sent me something else, and they now, I guess by law, they have to put down, and it was something from some couple of years back, and they said you fill out this paperwork, you will be getting $12.66. Delete. No, I'm not participating with that dumb stuff. You took me for a whole lot of money. I want my money back. You're not giving me back my money. Get out my face. Everybody, I just want to thank you for joining me. I want, for us to just discuss these things, talk about these things, because we are here. We are looking at liars every day. Talking about, I promise you this, or then I promise you that, or if you go with me, you know what I'm saying? Everything will be all right. I'm gonna stop Biden, and I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna stop that, and I'm gonna stop. Come on now. Whoever's gonna run Biden is handing it back to him. We are in Reaganomics. Even if it's going to be the worst Republican in the world, even the orange one can come back now. Because we got him for 2 more years. Once, 2 years is up, then, whoever going to be better, because guess what? For the rest of this year, and probably next year, however long this mess is supposed to last, they're going to, they're going to be screwing us. Food's going to be too high. Gas going to be too high. They're going to be they're killing us, y'all. They're killing us. And nobody saw this coming. Nobody, when they ran down to get the orange one out, nobody saw this. But I did say, I said, y'all watch out. Before, Biden got in, I said, Democrats love to tax. You can go back and check me out. Democrats love to tax. They will tax you, and they will tax you long, and they will tax you hard. Obama showed that. What was that he did? He said, I'm gonna tax the rich. Taxed them. And my question was then, I said, well, since he taxed the rich, our taxes didn't go down. Our taxes stayed the same. It's a common sense thing. If you're telling me you're taxing them and I'm supposed to get happy all of a sudden, that's not no... Understand this, y'all. When if they do tax, and they do, that doesn't make a difference for us. Our stuff stays where it is. They don't go down. Have you ever noticed that? Where food is now, when this is over, it's only going to go down maybe 10 cents. Have you been paying attention to what they be saying? Oh, people are still staying with the same thing. They're still shopping. They're not losing any. And people understand this, y'all. Right now, I was at the gas station, get ready for the week, and the man came in there, and he had to put $7.50 in his car. And that's what he had left. And the gas is $3.41. And they are sitting here telling people, oh, they're doing good. They're not moving. They're still getting food. They're still... These are some lying people, y'all. Why do you think they keep trying to stop, critical race theory? They want to keep living this lie, and I'm telling you, it's something about scammers and liars where they will argue you down, even though they're wrong. They will argue you down and try to say, I will prove to you. North Carolina, the teachers did their little thing. Like I said, I don't understand why they won't get a union, but I'm in the South, so whatever. But they said they were getting on the school system because the school was like, at the time they were 64th, and I'm like, damn. They were 64th in all school systems in the United States. 64. So they did something sorry or whatever, and then by the time the teachers came back to Richcom, they were at 48. I think they back down to 89,000 by now. But it's messed up how they tried to blow up statistics and show that they did make improvements, but the teachers saw that they were still coming out of their pockets. They still didn't have books. There was things that they did not have that the school, that the government, that the politicians were not approving so the kids could have it. And don't forget, I was still talking to y'all about that 30-year-old situation of them trying to get money. It's a damn shame that for 30 years, I got to ask you to spend money that you have in your pocket for children to get a basic education. 30 years. And they get in their suits and smirk and smile and say, you can't make us pay that. So now they put a Republican in there, and he's supposed to make his decision Friday, but he said he's going to take another week because he's trying to play on words. He said, well, there are some things that are underfunded that needs to be funded. So I know what he's going to do, and they're going to try to, okay, that's fine. He's still not going to give the money that the people are asking for these children to get the best education possible. And that's when we need to give our own homeschool our children. What are you putting them on a school bus for when they're getting the worst education in the damn country? It makes no sense. I told y'all, we don't question. We just go along to get along. That's it. And the children are smart. They know. You get a lot of kids now, I don't want to go to school. And you said, no, education is important. Huh? Are you sure? I have a senator and a governor and a Congress that don't even want to give money so we can get halfway decent textbooks. I think what was it? I said this. I think it was last year or something like that when the kids were going back to school, and they didn't want to. They still had pandemic money, y'all. This is North Carolina. They had pandemic money, and they were trying to get the parents to get together so they could buy these things. I forgot what they were called, but they're supposed to clean the air and put them in the classrooms. And like I said, they still had pandemic money, and they were just like, we're not going to do that. So they were like, okay, then let's get the parents. And geez Louise. It's a shame, and I see why people put their children in private school. I'm grateful, I'm grateful for my daughter. I swear to God that she got into the early college program. She did her first 2 years of high school and college at Fayetteville State University, and this is her last year of graduating Fayetteville State in December of this year. I'm grateful. But what about the other kids, man? What about the other kids? We are not teaching them. And remember, y'all, I told y'all, they keep telling us to fight. They teaching us to fight, but we don't know how to win. Because all we know to do is fight. I saw the interview with Viola Davis. She said, Ketanji Brown, that was good, but we have so far to go. Guess what? How old are you? How old am I? We need to stop that conversation. We need to stop this. We got so far to go. That's their plan. To keep you fighting. And then guess what? Then you die off. Because all you've been doing is fighting. You haven't made no strides. You haven't improved anything. We keep getting these little baby steps. And then we think we did something. Guess what? We ain't moved nowhere. We still got to keep fighting. I'm not going to keep fighting. I have the saying. I said I'm not going to, fight a fight that I can't win. I'm not going to keep doing that. Oh, come on. Yeah, tired now. After so long, what happens? The body starts to break down. Bad feet, bad legs, everything you're breaking down. Oh, somebody got to replace you. Oh, we got soldiers, and still no winning. We got to stop doing what we doing, y'all. We got to stop doing what we doing because it's not working. We need to have us a meeting, and we need to sit down and we need to talk. And remember, I told you everybody can't go. That's what Nipsey Hussle. Everybody can't go. The ones that got money, they want to stay. Please go ahead and stay. But for us that is working out here, man, guess what? Retirement ain't happening, and nothing else ain't happening. So can we please get together and get our stuff right? Because ain't nobody else going to do it but us. There shouldn't be a person our age, 50 and up, and by the time it's time to sit down, we can't take care of ourselves. Remember what I said, y'all. Remember what I said. I said that you got 10, 15, or 20 that make what you make. Everybody, car payments paid, cars paid, going on vacation, living a good life. But that's not what they want. They want us to keep living separate. They want us to keep fighting each other because guess what? And we die broke and poor. And the ones that don't, they're good because they are taking care of themselves. God bless your heart and all your parts. But for everybody else, we need to get together. This needs to start happening. This conversation needs to happen. Everybody, thank you for joining me. And I look forward to us talking again real soon. God bless.
Because of all the emails and the letters and the phone calls we received of you telling us how you were encouraged from the struggle is over. I decided to ask God to give me another word of encouragement to encourage His people. So I got some more young people. Bonafide praises. Let's encourage someone. Listen.
Things may not be looking up.
Yeah.
But it's okay.
Put a smile on your face.
Hold your head up high. It's gonna be a brighter day. All things work together.
That's word, y'all.
For good to them that love God. Whatever the situation, He will work it out.
Say it again.
Whatever the situation,
He will
work it out.
I'm a living witness that He will.
He will
work it out.
Work it out. I know He will. He will
work it out.
Work it out.
I came to let you know that He will.
He will
work it out.
Work it out. I know He will.
He will.
work it out.
Let me encourage you some more. Listen.
Trials and tribulations.
Oh, yeah.
May come your way.
I love this part.
When the road gets rough.
Hold on.
Hold on and keep the faith.
Yeah.
All things work together.
Just read your Bible. Come
For
on.
good to them that love God.
Whatever.
Whatever the situation.
Oh, it's a beautiful day out here, y'all.
He will work it out.
It may be raining outside right now,
Whatever the situation.
but it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Come on.
He will work it out.
Tell you that He will
He will
work it out.
work it out.
Come on, girls.
I know that He will
Let me move out of y'all way. Go ahead on.
work it out.
Oh, I love it. Oh, He will
He will
work it out. Woo! Thank you,
work
God.
it
I'm getting a
out.
little too happy in here, y'all.
I
Let me,
know He will.
come on.
He will
Work it out.
work it out.
Now you have it. Now you have it. Now listen, what I need you to do for me right now, whether you're at home, whether you're on your job, you may be listening to this on the radio. I need you to think about this, that no matter what's going on in your life, if God be for you, who can be against you? So the next time you're faced with a situation that seems like there's no way out, I want you to think about the words to this song and put a big smile on your face and let the devil know that you're not going to give up. You're not going to give in, because you are victorious. Come on, let's take it home. I tell you that He will work it out. Come on, butterfly praises.
I know that He will
Work it out.
work it out.
Come on, if you believe that in your spirit, come on, say, He will work it out.
Work it out.
Come on, come on.
Oh yes, He will
That's it. Work it out.
work it out.
All right. Now, by now, y'all should be smiling. You should be bobbing in your car. Or if you're on your job, go ahead and turn it up. Don't worry about it. Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up. Go ahead and get your praise on. Come on, come on. He's going to work it out for you. Listen,
He will
that's all to it. I want y'all to help me say that. I said, He will. For that coworker maybe getting on your nerve, just give him a smile and look at him and say this, say, He will.
He will
Yeah. I know that bill is going to be due on tomorrow. You might not have the money, but just look up and say, He will. Come on.
He will
Yeah. They done got on your last nerve. Look at him and smile and say, He will. Come on.
He will
You don't see no way out right now. You don't